It started with a message. I was browsing a quiet forum one night when a notification popped up. A user with the handle Watcher23 sent me a private message. "Hello, I've been watching you." I rolled my eyes, thinking it was just some internet troll. But then the next message arrived. "I know where you live. How's the coffee shop down the block?" My heart stopped. There was no way they could know that. I'd never posted my address online. I decided to ignore it, hoping it would stop. But each day there was another message, each one more specific. "Nice red sweater today. Did you enjoy that horror movie last night?" They were watching me. My mind raced, searching for answers. I checked my apartment, my phone, my laptop, even my reflection, trying to find any sign of a camera or tracking device. Nothing. Days passed, and I began feeling like I was being stalked in my own home. One night, I stayed up late, the only light coming from my computer screen. Another message from Watcher23 popped up. "Can't sleep, huh?" My skin crawled. I typed back, "Who are you? What do you want?" I watched the ellipsis appear as they typed. Then it stopped. The screen went black. My computer had shut down on its own. I tried to turn it back on, but it wouldn't respond. Suddenly, my phone buzzed with a text from an unknown number. "You don't need your computer to talk to me." Panic set in. I tossed the phone onto the bed, desperately wondering how they'd gotten my number. Minutes later, my phone buzzed again. It was a picture. When I opened it, my blood ran cold. It was a photo of me, taken from inside my apartment. I grabbed my phone, dialing the police, but the call wouldn't go through. I tried again, and all I got was static. Suddenly, my phone screen flickered, and another message appeared. "They won't help you." I tore through my apartment, checking windows, doors, anywhere someone could hide. Nothing. I was alone, but the feeling of being watched was suffocating. In desperation, I called my friend Sarah, who lived a few blocks away. "Can I stay with you tonight? I think someone's stalking me," I managed, trying to keep my voice steady. Within minutes, I was at her place, every shadow feeling like it was following me. I showed her the messages, the pictures, and as we sat in her living room, I felt a bit safer, until my phone buzzed again. Sarah and I both looked at the screen. "Sarah's place, huh?" I dropped the phone, terror gripping me. This psycho was unstoppable. My mind raced, wondering how they'd tracked me. I even began to doubt Sarah. What if she was in on it? I shook the thought away. I was just paranoid. We decided to go to the police station. On the way there, my phone buzzed again. The message read, "You're really going to involve the cops?" I looked around, certain he must be following us, but the streets were empty. We reached the station, and I filed a report. The officer asked me to leave my phone overnight for their tech team to examine, hoping they could trace the messages. That night, I lay in Sarah's guest room, trying to calm my nerves. I hadn't realized how much I relied on my phone. Without it, I felt disconnected. Sarah had left hers on silent, but we couldn't sleep, too rattled to let our guard down. At some point, a faint tapping came from the window. My heart froze. I told myself it was the wind, but then the sound changed. It was scratching. Carefully, I crept to the window, half expecting to see an animal, but when I pulled the curtain back, I nearly screamed. Etched into the glass was a single word: found. I backed away, horrified. Sarah came running, asking what was wrong. I pointed to the window, but when she looked, the word was gone. She gave me a look, clearly thinking I was losing it. The next morning, we went back to the station to pick up my phone. The officer told us that nothing out of the ordinary had been found. The messages had vanished. But then he leaned in, his voice low. "Just a warning," he said. "Watch who you trust online. This guy might be closer than you think." Back at Sarah's, my phone buzzed the moment I turned it on. Nice visit to the police. Didn't help, did it? The panic was instant. I couldn't escape him. No matter where I went, he was there. Then, the final message came. "See you soon." And with that, my screen went black again. I threw the phone across the room, my mind racing. I hadn't even posted anything about my life online. How could he know so much? That night, the messages stopped, and I slept with one eye open. Weeks passed in tense silence, until one day I received an unmarked package. I opened it cautiously, my hands trembling. Inside was a small, unassuming USB drive. I hesitated before plugging it into my laptop. A single file opened on my screen titled WatchMe.mp4. Against my better judgment, I clicked it. The video started. It was shaky, dark footage of my apartment and then my bedroom. The camera zoomed in on my bed where I was fast asleep. I watched in horror as a figure approached the bed, his shadow covering my sleeping form. He leaned in close to the camera, and though his face was obscured, his eyes, cold and dark, stared directly at me. The video ended with his chilling whisper, "I've always been watching."